All right, this is something that I have been putting off for a while. I am someone who has not drawn in 5 years. But this is something that I've just been wanting to do for a while. And I am not someone who likes being on camera, but I think it's important. I went to college, I went to art school in around 2020 when everything kind of hit the fan. I loved art school, but it was, I had a huge issue with it. Definitely probably a mental blockage, a lot of things going through my head that I had issues with art about. One of those is being able to follow through on any art pieces, and also just wondering what I was even going to do with it when I got out of art school. Everyone that I know who has gone to art school has not drawn since they've left art school, and I'm definitely one of those people. I used to draw every day in high school, just all the time, and in middle school, and I just have not enjoyed it for a long time, and I've not been consistent since 2020. You know, a lot of people tell you, I think I felt a lot of pressure to really be someone who the only way to have make a living making art is to sell pieces and sell your art. And in my head, I think that's like how you be an artist, right? It's all about like being able to sell your stuff, finally being able to sell your stuff. And it really does mess with you to think of going from just being someone who's like drawing in their sketchbook every day in middle school to you have to start thinking of your pieces as products. And especially growing up with art being a part of the internet so heavily, you know, I definitely had a pressure of, it's so easy to be an artist now because you just can upload your shit online, and that's a good way to get out there and sell your art and things like that. And I am just not a social media person, so that's probably why this video is so awkward. But God, I just never did it, and every piece I would be like, this has to be good enough for me to put online. And I don't think that's a new concept that I'm talking about, but it has messed with me of every time I make art, I want it to be good, and you also have to be consistent online for people to care what you're putting on there. And I have not been consistent since I left art school at all, and that has been really messing with me. I really don't know what to do. I've been really struggling with how to force myself to make art, and it seems like I do. At first, I'll make something really good after I haven't drawn for a while, and I'll just be angry while I'm drawing it. These pieces, I was like, I'll start a challenge. I'll do an art challenge. And I drew these because I wanted to do like the 100 portrait challenge. And I couldn't even finish like I don't know, what do they want you to do, like 10 heads a day? I thought all of these were so ugly. Like, you know that thing where a lot of people make art and then they think it's really good while they're drawing it, and then the more they look at it, they're like, it's so ugly. I seem to have the opposite effect, where I think something is so bad, and I'm also scared of ruining it, that I'm just like, forget it, whatever. And then I come back and I'm like, oh, actually, this is really good. And I think that's the part that sucks, is the actual process of art has become unbearable, in a sense, like making art. And that's kind of supposed to be the fun part, and that's the part that I would really enjoy. And this is my kind of plan of attack to force myself to get back into art. Hello, come on. So this is what I'm gonna do, and this being the first day of the new year, it'll be like 4 years since I've done art, maybe 5. 2025 cannot be another year where I don't make art. And I also think that maybe some people would relate to this video and find it important, and hopefully empowering. I was doing this drawing today. I like it a lot. I like it very much. And I was again surprised by, you know, I'm doing good and I haven't lost it after so many years of being just absolutely inconsistent. But I would, like, while I was drawing, I would draw something good and then I would kind of get up and pace for a second. And I didn't want to go back to it. So I'd sit down again and I'd do it and I'm like, oh my god, it's turning out so good, and I just get up and pace again. And I realize that I am, like, stressed about this being good. And it makes me scared, because I'll when I try to start doing art again, every time I'm like, this turned out really good, and then I'll do something else and maybe it'll turn out bad, and then it makes me not want to do art anymore. And it's like, I don't know, it makes me feel like I'm a fraud, or like when I draw something good, I'll never do something like this as good as this again, or it makes me worried about ruining something that's really good. Like, this is good, and I was scared to keep working on it because I didn't want to ruin it. So, I think there can be a really big empowerment in in destroying something that you love, to not be too attached to it. And this is kind of where everything ties in. I think I would like my New Year's resolution to be to destroy every piece of art that I love this year. And there's a couple of reasons why I like that idea. When I was drawing this, I made sure to draw it to completion, and I was working on it, and it's like, it doesn't matter if you take a risk by trying this on it, because you're gonna burn it anyway. You're gonna destroy it anyway. It doesn't matter if you shaded something too dark, because you're gonna burn it anyway. It doesn't matter if I fuck it up. It doesn't matter if it's good right now and then I ruin it later, because I'm not gonna keep it. And that's okay. And that does make me think, will I challenge myself and try to do more and not covet my art and then get stressed? I'm like, no one talks about that. Yes, you compare yourself to other people online, but, you know, do you compare yourself to yourself? Because I definitely do. I definitely look at all of the things I made in art school and I'm like, oh my god, I'm not doing that. And it stresses me out. Or I look at even like the drawing I did a couple months ago, and I'm like, I don't know if I can even live up to that. And that's kind of ridiculous. And I think that that would be a fun thing to do. Another reason that it would be good for me to destroy this piece of art is because I think of, to get out of that product mentality, looking at every piece and being like, should I make this into a print? Should I post this online? Should I try to monetize this in some way? I just don't want to. I have a disconnect of wanting to sell art. Like when people talk about making stickers and making mugs, I myself am not even someone who like buys art. I have an issue with just selling stickers or my art to people, and you know, don't we have enough stuff? And I think that's the hard part about art, is I'm like, why make it? Why am I making this if I'm not gonna do anything with it? And it's like, well, it's because the process is important. The art of making it is important. The finished product is not important. And that's what I've kind of lost. I don't want to care about making this a product to sell, a means to an end of people just like being like, I like that, and then giving me money, and then like, how many stickers can you have? How many sticker artists on Instagram can there be? How many mugs can you have, or iPhone cases can you have of someone's art? I just don't know if I care about making that kind of stuff, at least not right now. It just feels like an overflow that I don't really, and I'm not a social media person, I don't really want to like post stuff every single day for like art wise, but I feel like I want to do this. I want to maybe try to be consistent in enjoying the process of making a video. There's something about making something, or something about the, what is the word? The performance on here and making it and showing people to destroy their art that maybe other people will find comforting. This is kind of an act of service, and I think that gives me drive to do this. So that's what I want to do for the new year, is just in front of people destroy some art. I have kept everything that I have drawn since I was a kid. Since elementary school. I have sketchbooks from elementary school still. I have everything. People tell me that they throw away art. I have never thrown away art, ever in my life. Every little like receipt paper is tucked in a folder somewhere. So this is supposed to be different. I would like, because I need something to be different, very, very different, for me to enjoy making art again. I don't even know what being an artist really means and what I want out of it. I just don't know. And I would like to know. I would like to figure it out. So, I hope you find this empowering. I hope I find this empowering enough to continue, even though this video has felt awkward and ugly, and I basically just want to be okay with making ugly art and not feel stressed by my own good art. I don't want to feel weighed down by, I'm never going to make another piece as good as this again, because it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. So So that's pretty much that. It doesn't exist anymore, so it doesn't matter. I hope I will be back here to do the same thing with another drawing. Maybe not tomorrow, but hopefully I will continue this for the rest of the year.